Good afternoon, this is Stormcastle. Today is January 3rd, 2025, my first long-form video of the year. And Apogee and I went to the comic store today, and we picked up a bunch of things that I would love to show off. If you enjoy this kind of content, plus my reading videos, give me a thumbs up for the video. Comment on which of these books you like, or you had not thought of and you are now interested in, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I would love to have subscribers. I am hoping that that by May on my birthday I'll be at 400 or 500. I'm trying to grow, honestly, and you can share the videos, so that also helps. Get other people's eyes on it. And with that, I'm gonna get into the video here. I'm gonna move this stack over here, and we're going to move this here, and then we're going to go through what we got here. So, first thing up is Uncanny Valley number 7. I believe either this is the last issue or there's one more issue. This is what Apogee's been enjoying, and it's kind of sad to see it go away, but we have it set up that if they put another series out, or new solicits, they'll be added to our box. Next up is Justice League: The Atom Project. This is after the big crossover Absolute Powers, where not everybody's powers have come back, and they're trying to figure out who's got whose powers and so forth and so on. It was recommended to me. It sounds good. I actually saw it there, and I was probably going to look into it myself, so it was recommended to me, so I grabbed a copy of that. Also, Time Slide number 1, the new Marvel thing they've been doing every year. There, I got the variant cover. It was on the shelf. It's a homage to X-Men 101, where Jean Grey becomes Phoenix. Sorry about that. That's recyclables being taken out outside. I'm gonna talk about the cover here, anyways. So this is a nice cover. I mean, it does have Miss Marvel, but otherwise it's a homage to the X-Men 101, where Jean becomes Phoenix. Cover that everybody knows. Psylocke number 2. I enjoyed Psylocke number 1. I like Kwannon more than like Betsy Braddock as Psylocke. Betsy always comes off as stuffy. And yeah, I know it. She does have a really hot outfit, but honestly, I just think she's more of an interesting character. Betsy Braddock really annoyed me when she first appeared in the Uncanny X-Men way back in the 80s. And then she became Psylocke, and she became the Assassin Ninja, and she seemed a more enjoyable character. But honestly, and of course now she's Captain Britain. Not that there are people out there who like Betsy, so they can enjoy her. Aliens vs. Avengers number 2. This is the second printing. When Aliens vs. Avengers number 1 came out, comic Twitter exploded about how all these things about it. And I got into it. I got very excited, and it came out, and second printing, doing the second printing. This I'm hoping is as good as the first one. If it is, this was an amazing book. So we have X-Men number 9. This is the Jed MacKay book. And Stegman is the artist. I actually don't like the way the art looks in here. Hank Pym looks kind of off. Scott looks like a kid. He's supposed to be like late 20s, early 30s. And the story has been kind of uneven for me. I'm interested about what happened to Magneto, but this is a title I'm not getting, and I'm gonna wait till people talk about or finding out what happened to Magneto will be much more interesting. This is though a rate of Greymalk in issue 3 or 4. I enjoyed the other 2 parts. I'm hoping that this and the Uncanny both will be fun, but and honestly, I like that Psylocke outfit. That's actually a great Psylocke outfit. It doesn't have to be all sheer. I mean, honestly, that's a great outfit. Next up is the West Coast Avengers. Another book I'm looking forward to. That's Firestar on the cover. I like the premise of Tony Stark reforming villains and check them out. I mean, he's got an Ultron there. I think that's Ultron Mark 12. That was the good Ultron. And we saw him inside the Avengers Inc., which was a great series. I'm sad it ended at 6. So I'm hoping that at some point we're going to get Hank Pym, who's separated from Ultron, to see him. That'd make me happy. Because I do like Hank Pym, especially in the Goliath outfit. Creeping Below, number 2. Saw something about this on one of the comic apps I look at, and Apogee read the first book and really loved it. So this is number 2, and it's kind of like that horror, mystical world kind of thing, and Apogee highly recommended it. Secret Wars number 12. This is a facsimile copy of Secret Wars number 12. This is a double-sized issue. We were really excited when this came out. It either came out like, I think it came out in 1985, honestly. It's been 40 years, so, but it was a big thing, and this great cover, Doctor Doom. They actually put out recently some action figures where you can get that Doctor Doom outfit with a removable mask. It was great, it wrapped up this big crossover, and it was pretty decent. It was fun, and I honestly, I like reading, and again, made me happy. Next, we have Ultimate Black Panther. I've been enjoying this. I got second printing of issue number 1. I had heard about it late. It was, and I didn't realize I had not ordered it. This has been great. This is number 11. That's the Ultimate Sorcerer Supreme. This has been a great series. I do kind of feel like there's some of it's dragging out a bit, and they're trying to show off the art. Not that the art isn't good, because it's really good art, but I feel like that maybe they could have trimmed an issue or two and made a little tighter of a story. Next up is Ultimate Spider-Man number 12 with a Santa Claus Christmas cover. This is Jonathan Hickman's book. He's the writer for this. This has been a great series. I've enjoyed this. I saw at the store today a trade, I believe, of the first 6 issues. So if you haven't gotten Ultimate Spider-Man, there's a trade out there with the first 6 issues. Give it a read if you can find regular copies. And honestly, that's a really cool Spidey cover. I really like that. That's just, I don't know, just one of those things that stick out for me. Ultimates number 8. This is the Ultimates team. This is after what happened to the big battle against the Hulks. And this is going to have the Ultimate Guardians of the Galaxy in it, who will come back in time to find a missing teammate. Captain America number 16. I believe this is the last issue. The last few issues have been Spider-Man, Captain America, and Thor, and I thought the story was really excellent. The series started off pretty good, and I'm like, it's J. Michael Straczynski, so it's going to be a good run. But I kind of felt like he phoned in a lot of the stuff, and it just kind of went off the trail a little bit. Not his overtly best work, but it's still good. I mean, the last couple issues, the crossover has been really excellent. Blends in the mythology and actually touches back on his Thor run. And that is a gorgeous cover. Namor number 5. This is one of Apogee's books. And honestly, this has been a good read. I've been reading it also. This has been a good read. It's been a fun story. It's really enjoyable. Honestly, you want something good to read. It's only going to be 8 issues, but it's a nice take on Namor. Werewolf by Night number 6, The Red Band. I kind of like this red band thing they're doing for this book here. It's nice that they have the extra blood. It's a werewolf he's fighting. It's brutal, feral combat, and honestly, a bit more blood. I understand the Blade series is like this, and there's a Wolverine series that has like the added enhancement of the Red Band trailer. Red Band. This is the copy of a regular issue, so it doesn't cost more. Honestly, I'm not reading either the Blade or the Wolverine, but I understand from fans of both Blade and Wolverine, they're really enjoying the extra little touch because, again, they get to be a little more feral, a little more dangerous. You get to have the splash of blood. And honestly, a Wolverine, or heck, a Deadpool title, I would think too, would be really good for this. And this is Amazing Spider-Man 263. It's a facsimile copy, and it's, it's from '85. I believe if I remember correctly, it's kind of a goofy issue. I haven't read this probably since it came out, so it's there. It kind of felt like a distraction, the main storyline. Amazing Spider-Man 64. Zeb Wells is gone, and he was very, people liked him or hated him. John Romita Jr., people either hated him or liked him. I ended up starting the series because the Hobgoblin is in it, and I heard rumors of the gang war, and I was really hoping to see more Hobgoblin versus Peter Spider-Man, but he ended up fighting Miles in a different book, and I just then the Disney covers came out, and I really enjoyed those, but I am about done. This 8th Death of Spider-Man hasn't really, and honestly, I'm going to wait till they probably reboot it with a new thing like the Cap America. I mean, it'd be nice if they continued on with a numbering system, but until the book takes more of a classic Spider-Man or, kind of feel to it, it doesn't feel as good as some older stuff. Absolute Wonder Woman #3. This is mine, but Apogee's going to read it. I've been enjoying the Absolute books. Absolute Wonder Man was amazing. So it's #3. I believe I'm #2 in this pile over here. I have to look. I read Wonder Woman, a couple of things last month with Wonder Woman in it. This has been a good series, the Absolute stuff. This was a nice take, and I really enjoyed it. Avengers 22. I love Avengers. It's got the Vision, Scarlet Witch. That makes me happy. It's also got the Black Cat, and honestly, I don't mind Black Cat and Daredevil and Spider-Man and that kind of street-level stuff, but when she's mixed up in the Avengers, and apparently she's being hired by some intergalactic person to steal something from the Avengers, I just wish they keep her out of the Avengers books. I'm sure there are Black Cat fans out there, and I know they're trying to push Black Cat as a really big thing so they can work on that, but I just don't feel like it's needed. Immortal Thor #18. I enjoy Immortal Thor. I love the Alex Ross covers. They've been amazing. Unfortunately, Al Ewing's run is coming to an end. I wish they would continue on with him as continue on with the numbering again. But Marvel likes that #1 thing, and I like this kind of semi-cosmic story. I'm hoping that the next writer takes and moves along with it instead of, getting like the Black Winter thing, how that started and then just kind of like faded out. Iron Man #3. I enjoyed #1. #2 was okay. Hoping #3 is going to be really good. If this doesn't, jump out at me, I'm probably going to unsubscribe. And I still get a couple more issues and just kind of like wait to see how well if I've enjoyed the last issue, I'll pick the next issue off the rack instead of having it added to my box each month. It's just a different take. I really enjoyed the last run. I enjoyed the run just before that too. Iron Man's a character that sometimes I really enjoy his stuff, and other times I'm not a fan. But I'm hoping this is going to be a really good story, and that'll continue on with the Iron Man stuff. Okay, I'm sorry, I have a drink here because my throat's dry. We're going to take a look at the next stuff here. This is Batman Gargoyle of Gotham. This is one of Apogee's books. It's a Black Label book. Apogee really enjoys the Black Label stuff and really enjoyed the other ones, so has been enjoying it and want a recommended book. This is New Gods #1. I've been waiting for New Gods. I've heard a lot. Randy's talked a lot about it. He's very excited about it. So I've been very excited. And then I got the foil variant cover with Mr. Miracle on the cover, and that's amazing. I think a negative space with green would have been perfect, would have been awesome, but this shiny foil version really makes me happy. I'm going to let Apogee read this one here and probably see if Apogee wants to keep it. And I think that it's really good. Apogee's going to want a copy of. All right, so we have Absolute Superman number 3. I like where this story is going. Issue 1 and 2 is great. We're seeing more about Superman on Krypton. I feel like this is going to be just going to get better from where it is now. I've been, like I said, I enjoyed the first couple issues, and I'm really looking forward to the long run stuff. So much that I'm going to get the Absolute Flash and Martian Manhunter, even though they're not even properly solicited yet. Batgirl number 3. This is one of Apogee's book, and Apogee's excited about this. This has Cassandra Cain as Batgirl, and that's Apogee's favorite Batgirl. So, JSA number 3. I like a good JSA story. This seems really... There's a lot going on in the background, and Jeff Lemire is really setting us up. It feels like this is going to be a long, good story with a lot of twists and turns, and I'm very excited for it. Parliament of Rooks. This is a book that I saw in one of the comic things, and it looked really good, and that cover looks awesome. So we had a copy put aside, so Apogee would probably, it looks like one of those horror things, in the vein of like Something's Killing Children or that kind of stuff. So this is something that Apogee is going to probably read first. And hope, maybe we can get you a review video on that. Wonder Woman number 16. Exposing the Truth. I've been enjoying Wonder Woman. Honestly, it's been really, Tom King's been doing a really good job on it. It's nice seeing there. I do kind of wish the Sovereign storyline would kind of come to a head and we get to see more, what else Tom King has planned. But it has been a fun run. I just do feel like there's a couple things that could have, been shortened, but they had the Night Terrors in the middle of it and the Absolute Power in the middle of it, which kind of, bloats things over when they have to do crossovers. Question all along the Watchtower. Issue 1 was amazing. There's a murder mystery going on. The Question's looking to see what's going on. And this really, issue 1 was great. Issue number 2, I'm excited for. Jenny Sparks, book 5, Black Label. This is one of Apogee's books. Apogee's been enjoying Jenny Sparks. Apogee didn't know who Jenny Sparks was before it started. I kind of gave a little fill-in, but it was a Black Label book and recommended. And after, halfway through issue 1, Apogee's like, I love Jenny Sparks. So, John Constantine, Hellblazer, Dead in America, number 11. This has been, this is good. I love, it's got Swamp Thing, it's got Dream, it's got Constantine. I've been enjoying it. I do feel that, again, this is one of those books where they've probably could wrap the story up easier, but Simon Spurrier is telling a story that he really wants to get to, and I'm pretty sure that all the little things that seem unimportant earlier is in the end going to be something that's very major. I believe the next couple, either this issue or next couple issues, will be the end of the series. Dark Knight of Steel All Winter, issue 6. I did not read the original Dark Knights of Steel, and I need to get that. I enjoyed the beginning of this. That's Mr. Freeze, and the cover, look at that. It's a great cover. I've been really enjoying this, and I think it's supposed to come back as a new mini next year, later this year. And I enjoyed this so much, I'm going to go back and get the original mini, and I'm in for the long haul. Absolute Batman number 3. This has been great. I've enjoyed this. I like this take on Bruce Wayne. It's fun. It's a good read. If you haven't picked this up, you really, really should check it out. It is worth the read there. Batman Silent Night, Batman Santa Claus Silent Night returns, issue number 4. I have issue 1 and 2. I think I have 3 and 4 in here also. It's not as, interesting of memes as they had last time, but I understand the ending is really amazing. Justice League Unlimited #2. I'm really interested. I've been waiting for a Justice League book for the last few years. This is pretty good. It's got a much larger team. There's Martian Manhunter in the back, so I'm hoping we get a good on him. We got to see Airwave, who is like a really little-known character, little used. Hell, he was, the last time I remember him being used was in the Firestorm that was in the late 80s, early 90s. He was Mazer, part of the corporate superhero team. So honestly, I don't think he's really been used in at least a few decades. Black Canary, Best of the Best. This is one of Apogee's books. This is a Black Canary, I believe retelling story, which is also going up against Lady Shiva, the most deadliest woman in the world. Batman: The Long Halloween #4 of 10 by Jeff Loeb, Cliff Chang, and honestly, this is one of Apogee's books. I've been enjoying this. I like the first Batman: The Long Halloween, and this has been nice to read. I've been enjoying it, so it's a pretty solid. Oh, and the last book is Batman Santa Claus Silent Night Returns #5. Actually, I do have #3. Now that I think about it, I think I picked it up like 3 weeks ago. Now I'm thinking about it. I understand the ending is really good, and the last one was fun, and I understand this last bit is really enjoyable. So, anyways, this is the stuff we got. I got more stuff. Apogee stuff's a little light, but there's no Something's Killing the Children and things like that are usually in here. So, and we also have it set up that if a new Grendel or new Rocketeer comes out, and there was another story, a Children of the Lamb book that ended. They come out with new books for the upcoming year. I'm sorry, that's a ceiling fan over there. I normally do this in my room, but I needed more room than I have on my desk. So, anyways, this is Stormcastle. If there's anything here that you particularly super enjoyed, anything in here that you haven't seen, or anything you've already read that you really enjoyed, and honestly, we're going to go out on this cover. I love that cover. That is gorgeous, and I enjoy Mr. Miracle. I understand this is going to be fun. I've seen a couple articles talking about how great it is, about how the earlier reader copies have some good story plot points, and I'm very excited. So, I'm hoping this is going to be awesome. If it is really good, I'll probably do a long review on it. Anyways, this is Stormcastle. Remember, if you like the content, if you like this, hit like, subscribe if you haven't, and comment on what you think. Anyways, have a good one.